Okay, in this lesson we are looking at features of 2D shapes. Okay, so 2D shapes. What on earth is a 2D shape? 2D stands for two dimensions, two-dimensional, two dimensions. What this means is that the shape, okay, whatever shape it is, it only goes out in a horizontal and vertical kind of way. There are only two dimensions to it, okay? This and this, this and this, this and this. Okay, it doesn't have a further third dimension that would make it come out towards me. No, it's only going this way and this way along a flat axis. Okay, so when you think about going to watch the movies, you know that there are 2D versions of movies where it's just flat on the screen, and then there are 3D versions where you put the glasses on and the things come out towards you. So 2D has two dimensions. The 3D shape has this sort of third dimension that's coming out towards you, making it look a bit like this, a 3D shape. Actually, it's a 3D shape, so if you looked at it straight on, there's only two dimensions there, but suddenly you can see, whoop, it's actually got this third dimension. Now, a lot of people will pick up an object a bit like this and say that's a 2D shape. Well, actually, we say it is in school, but it's not a 2D shape, because even this, I don't know if you can see or it'll focus, it has a third dimension. Something that is 2D is completely flat. To be honest, the second you can pick the shape up, it's not really 2D anymore, but for the sake of school, these are 2D shapes. So let's have a look at some of these. What are the keywords we need to understand? Well, 2D shapes have sides and corners. Okay, 2D shapes have sides and corners. Okay, and it's really important to recognize where they are on the shapes. I'm going to start with one of the weirdest of the shapes, which is the circle. Now, a circle does not have a corner. A corner is where two lines meet. Now, if it was a perpendicular corner, it would meet at a right angle. So if you look at the other video on lines, you'll know that perpendicular corners meet at right angles. But this doesn't have a corner on it at all. In fact, all it has is a side. How many sides do you think a circle has? Well, it's just one. It has one side that goes all the way around the outside of it. No corners and one side. It's a rather special shape. So let's have a look at another shape here. This is, of course, a square. Now, I should have drawn it with a ruler, so it's not very good. What's a key feature of a square? Well, a square, all the sides are exactly the same length. Okay? So if this is 7 centimeters, then this must also be 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters, 7 centimeters. A square has, how many perpendicular lines are there where two lines come together at a right angle? Well, there are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 corners in a square, and they are all perpendicular, they are all right angles. Right, this shape over here, this is an oblong or a rectangle. It has parallel lines here and here, but not all sides are the same length. What marks a rectangle out from a different four-sided shape, because that's a four-sided shape or a quadrilateral, we'll look at this later, is that all the corners, because it has 4 corners, are still right angles. All those come at perpendicular, they're perpendicular lines. So, you're noticing now when we look at these 2D shapes, we think about, right, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, let's have a look at this one here. This is a triangle. That word tri is in there. Triangle. You might notice that from another word, like a tricycle, which has 3 words, or a tricorn, a hat with 3 corners. Okay, that is the clue. How many sides has it got? 3. How many corners has it got? 3. Does it have any perpendicular corners that come at a right angle? No, it doesn't. Does it have any parallel lines that never meet? No, it doesn't. All these lines meet at some point. So, triangle. What's this one over here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. Well, this is a pentagon. 5 sides, how many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 corners. What's this shape over here? 6 sides. It's known as a hexagon. Really easy to remember that it's a hexagon, because if you think it's got 6 sides, the X and the X match up, don't they? So 6 sides, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many corners? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 corners. Okay, I could keep going on and looking at 2D shapes, but actually I'm going to get you to do some of the research yourself. So, what I want you to do, I want you to get online, I want you to go and find as many different shapes as you can. Okay, I want you to draw them, label them. I want to know how many sides has it got, how many corners has it got. So that is your job. I want at least 10 different shapes. I bet you could think of way more than that. Can you find me also a shape that has only 2 corners? That's your little challenge. See if you can find that for me. Shape with only 2 corners. Wonder if you can find that for me. I'm looking forward to seeing it. If it exists, maybe you can find a shape that only has 2 sides. There you go. That's your job. 2D shapes. Any questions? Email.